Hello again. I started recording and it got cut off. So, this video is about how to see the greatest possible, highest possible perspective of yourself and why that is the greatest gift you can grant the planet. So for the past week, I've been experiencing a lot of growth. And while I'm growing and opting into these higher vibrational realities and higher vibrational ways of experiencing life, I realize that the shadow grows as well. Hi! The shadow with that grows as well. And I almost see it like in a physics way, like the greater the light, the greater the void that carries the light. The faster you're flying, when you look back, it's like if you're flying this quickly, that's how much magnitude there is that's possible to like fall back onto. So I've been oscillating between this like shadow perspective of myself and feeling like how dark that perspective can be. And then this question just came to me while experiencing this growth and expansion and flight and seeing this shadow get really dark. And it was, wait, what if I could see the highest possible perspective of myself? What would that look like? And I began playing, because when we play and we imagine and we just play with curiosity, it bypasses our logical, linear survival brain. And our nervous system is calm, and it creates new neural pathways and new ways of experiencing and relating to our reality. So as I was playing with this question, thank you for the heart. As I was playing with this question, I began seeing myself from like an external point of view, like seeing myself from the skies above and being like, wow, that's the highest possible perspective of myself? Oh, I'm pretty rad. Wow, I'm really rocking that earth realm. And as I was seeing myself in that way, I was feeling super empowered and reality just shifted. It was like literally seeing two possible perspectives. And I realized that like self-love, which is the foundation of life, that unconditional love that is totally illogical, it's what fuels all of life, it's what Source is made out of, is this unconditional love for itself beyond logic to experience itself in multiple ways that contradict one another. And that self-love is seeing yourself as the highest possible perspective in every moment. And it's a simple visualization. It's just a simple question to play with. What is my highest possible perspective of myself now? How can I see myself? What if I was madly in love with myself? What, when you're madly in love with somebody, you see all their glory. It doesn't matter what they're experiencing. What would I look like to myself if I was madly in love with myself? What is that highest possible perspectives? And as I tapped into those perspectives playfully, I began connecting to the service that I feel I was born to provide on this planet. And everybody else seemed happier. So it's just this little equation that came to me. It was like self-love equals seeing the highest possible, highest potential perspective of myself equals the greatest gift to the planet. And it's like a simple question to play with, like as you're driving or as you're cooking or as you're, with your partner in the kitchen, or when you're with your children, or while you're doing your job or being creative. The more we step into these larger babushka, these larger aspects of ourselves, the darker the dark perspective can get, the greater the shadow. It's just how it works. And we can focus our attention either on the shadow, or we can focus on that light forward. And that's what changes our experience, the way we're relating to ourselves, the way we're relating to what's happening. How are we focusing our attention? It's almost like everything is divinely supposed to play out in a certain way. And there's divine timing, there's divine orchestration. I like believing in that. That's one of the truths that I echo and make it more and more true in my life. And so what if the only freedom we had was to relate differently, to see things differently, to focus our attention differently? And I found this to be a really valuable tool that I've been practicing throughout the week, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So even as I'm recording this video now, I'm going to ask myself, what is the highest possible perspective that I can see myself with while recording this video now? What does that do to my vibration, to the way I'm looking at the camera? Can I see myself from an external point of view, like from me looking at myself from outside? How would I see my face? How would I see my posture? How would I see my intention and my sharing? How would I see myself from where you're seeing me? And there's something really subtle and loving and something that feels purposeful about it. I feel like I'm able to gift more energy, and that's what we all want. We all want to yes and the highest possible versions of ourselves, right? You being your highest potential self. Those dolls are called Matryoshka Babushka. That means grandmother. It's a common monster, but I'm not. Yeah, thanks, love. Yeah, so I invite you to play with that question, because that's the greatest gift when you're seeing yourself in your highest possible perspective. That's the greatest gift for me, and it's the greatest gift for all. So much love, and to whoever's watching this after now, I bless you with seeing your highest possible perspective of yourself. Fare thee well. Chat soon. Love you. Bye-bye. Matryoshki. Thank you, Luba love. Matryoshki.